might just be in my dreams. Swedish stream, which is the slash teaching Swedish stream. Because I feel like if I'm gonna teach Swedish, it's more or less easier to just talk Swedish and then try to explain what I'm saying. Danganronpa, Persona 4, and reacting to scary videos and meme videos. Scary videos and meme videos is gonna be two different ones, but I more or less just do both as videos, if we say so. So it's not gonna be like Reddit or stuff like that, but it's gonna be like videos. So those are the goals I have now. Or I would say rewards for goals. Stuff you're gonna see me doing on stream for these goals. The goals themselves are 315, which is 2 followers away from now. You got a Spotify ad in Swedish. Okay. What the fuck? I have no idea what that... At the same time, I don't get ads on Spotify because I actually pay for Spotify Premium. At the same time, I listen to a lot of music, and I have done so ever since I got it, so... Yeah. Oh, Spotify ad on YouTube. Still, why would you get a... at the same time, I shouldn't really complain. I was on Twitch one day and got an ad for a game that I've seen before in English on goddamn fucking Spanish. Not joking, it's like, oh, I've seen this before. It's like, wait, something's fucking wrong with the voice. It's a fucking Spanish person talking, like, why have you changed it to Spanish? I am, like, listening to English. So, yeah, I have no idea how YouTube managed to more or less just make you listen to Swedish stuff as an ad. But at the same time, I'm pretty certain the ad thing for YouTube is a hell of a weird thing. I think I discussed that one time with a co-worker at Burger King once. Well, who knows? I have no idea. But yeah, so that it's like the last time my goal was like getting affiliated until the beginning of the year, which did not happen. I am like, that's the thing. I'm not sad about it. I see being affiliated as a sort of opportunity. But it's an opportunity I have to earn, so more or less like I feel it as okay, it's not done yet. But I'm gonna try and get there as much as I go. Oh yeah, haven't you seen this? I got costumes for more or less everybody. I don't think you were here that time, but I asked Turtle Girl if you're gonna give Sholmes a costume as well, but it was actually kind of ugly. So we both were like, nah, fuck that. But Susato and Emma does have that. Yes, Shakespeare. There is literally a Shakespeare in the game, or used to be because he was dead a long time ago. But yes, we have a Shakespeare, and I fucking hate him. I'm not joking, I really hate him. So right now we're trying to figure out, this is... How the fuck do I don't remember what I've told you about this already. But this is a recap. So this is just after we helped our Japanese friend in the first game about a lady being stabbed in the back. Because it's something that has to do with everything going on, you know, like the telegram from the last game. Has to do have something about this. So we are doing a recap, a more or less like memory about this event. So this is literally just some days after our Japanese fellow gets out of prison and gets back in for goddamn poisoning. Also... Wiggle Javelin? Javelin? I know what a javelin is, I'm pretty certain. Why Wiggle Javelin? I kinda know what a javelin is. It's not like some sort of spear. I know it's like a long weapon. Hold on, what is a javelin? Or I don't know, some sort of... Yeah, it's a spear. I think. Either that or what is that? Hold on, I just saw a fucking image of a. What is that? I think it's a rocket launcher. Oh right, there is a rocket launcher. Oh fucking hell! Now I understand Shakespeare. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, I got you now. I got you. I absolutely got you. Oh my god. Why didn't I get that? But yeah, for some reason I managed to get into a picture of a goddamn rocket launcher, which I just realized there is actually a rocket launcher called Javelin. Shakespeare. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm trying to remember what happened. I know that we called in Miss Green, the woman that was stabbed in the back, because she tried to poison herself, and we know that it's the same poison. Okay, so let's try to get into voices. This is gonna be fun. What? Okay, so every piece of evidence. Oh my fucking god. Oh, thank you for that. I kind of forgot to recap here. Wiggle Javelin as a sword. Yeah, that's by the way Shakespeare. I bloody hate him. Because I'm sure that I caught a glimpse of the link that runs through all these events. In that case, Counsel, I must demand you that you present evidence to court in support of your claim. What is it that you say can explain the motivation for Mr. Shakespeare's alleged crimes? This. That's an official police report, is not. Oh my god, wait, I haven't realized his fucking name. Wait. It's kind of like the last time when I tried to figure out this guy. Because I was trying to figure out what is... His name is Meter Man. And I tried to figure out a pun with Meter Man because he's a gas man. He's like a gas worker. I couldn't figure out anything. Like, what is the pun there? And then I realized that this woman is dressed as a goddamn queen bee. And his name is A Drone Bee. Do you know how long it took me? It took these two to be together. And seeing his backpack look like some sort of stinger back. Or stinger butt. Yes, Shakespeare. Yeah, he's a sham. Oh my god, I didn't realize. I didn't fucking realize. Oh my god, that name. I fucking love names in these games. I just love the puns in many of the names. So the link between everything is that the guy right now, the Selden files. Sham. Oh, Shaman. Oh my god. I'm like that game got me so deep after like the end. At first it was literally like a mystery and like, oh, things are going to get strange. And then we just ended up with some weirdo sacrificing people that wished to die to be able to make movies. And then we got to a person that wanted people to die as a sort of, this is the beautiful world. And like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not joking, it's like still scarred in my heart that. I'm glad we managed to save the girl because I understand that she had like a sickness that would literally take her life. But that doesn't mean you can like, people would enjoy seeing your last moment like that. There's nothing beautiful in that. There's nothing beautiful in that. It's literally just horrifying. It's just better like to, like as they did, make a real movie to see you actually fight and like just see the beauty in that. Also, bloody hell, that got deep fast. But yeah, so the link between everything is the Selden files because he actually owned the room of Mr. Hold on. Where is it? Mr. Duncan Ross. And Duncan Ross was died because of gas poisoning a month ago. And just after gas poisoning, our friend actually took over the room. But while the room was already occupied by Mr. Ross, also, hold on, his name was Ross, he's actually a painter. Oh, that's cool. William Shakespeare actually wanted the room. And we now know that the owner of the room before these two people is actually Selden. And they couldn't find his stash of money that he has stolen from people. So that's why Mr. Shamspeare wants the room so badly. What scarred me was that one guy near the end just being of breaking the fourth wall and stare into our soul through the screen. I don't fully remember that, but it's like, I don't know, I really don't like people like the woman in the end that literally was like, yeah, this is just beautiful. You should see this as it truly is. It's like, you're just a fucking nutcase. For some reason, people like that really disturbs the hell out of me. Like, I loathe people like that a lot. Like, I cannot even joke about it. It's like awful, just. Sultan. The now sadly deceased Mr. Rost and the defendant Mr. Natsume have only one thing linking them. And also, it's kind of. Nah. Don't worry. I just had a thought about the whole stream thing. It's nothing. It's just I just had a thought. Also, were you here that time last Thursday? Yeah, you were actually. I just remember because you were tired as hell and started talking about different letters, or lamps and stuff. Yeah, like that's the thing. I'm a very calm person. I can get stressed about some stuff now and then, and it can happen. But I'm a very calm person. But that things that really agitates me is like whenever I see mostly me movies, because that's the only, or games, because that's the only place I know there exist people that are like that. Because there's like these, I don't know, I am the ruler of the world. I wish to kill people because I just like it and stuff like that. You know, the evil person. And there's something with some evil persons in some movies that is just like the mental state of him is just disturbing for me. And I just wish like to throw him off a cliff or something. That's the only thing. Like, holy crap. A room that was formerly occupied by Mr. Selden. Until that is, he was arrested by Scotland Yard for his involvement in multiple burglaries. I see. And it so happens that the convict Selden left behind one very substantial mystery when he died. The sum 1,000 pounds worth of loot that he stole, which as yet remains to be found. Ah, yes, of course, it's coming back to me now. It's written in his file here. 1,000 pounds lost en route to hell. That was how the papers summoned it up. And it seems that one particular fellow inmate was with the convict in his final moments. I didn't thought though, it didn't cross me that until like later last stream that the inmate was actually Shamspeare. Because for me it was just like he knew about the loot and wanted to get it. But now it's that Miss Green actually has a key because she stole it from Shamspeare. And I believe that key leads to the more or less treasure. So I think he has more of an involvement than just, ooh, look at that, there's some hidden gold somewhere. It's not hard to imagine Sheldon entrusting that inmate with his most closely guarded secret. The location of the stolen loot and perhaps a key to unlock whatever container the valuables were in. Yeah, and technically the key is his. But, well, not his, but yeah. And he's starting to sweat now because she has the key around the neck. You mean this key here? Mr. Shamspeare, it was you, wasn't it? You were at the capital offender's side when he died, were you not? Oh, what are you talking about? Is this a false charge, I tell you? A false charge? The name of the inmate who was with Selden at his death is not noted in this file. But a simple telegram to the prison where he died would quickly tell us how false the charge really is. Yeah, and he really starts to sweat here, which means that he has nothing to actually hide behind. But even if that's true, why would a man be so intently on killing every substantial occupant of the convict's lodgings? There's only one explanation for that, my lord. It was in that very room that Selden hid his loot. so it all comes out. Yes, and having established that, all Mr. Shellspeare's subsequent actions start to make perfect sense. When he was let out of prison following Selden's death, he made an immediately for Mr. Garadeb's lodgings in the hope of renting Selden's old room. However, the retired army man was unable to offer him the accommodation of his choice. Also, I don't know, but suddenly lately I actually felt like older than I was before, and I don't know why, but I feel like the things I do is just like things everyone suddenly does when they are in high school. I don't know, it might just happen. I don't really remember whenever I was around the same age. Because the only thing I know is I went to, we call it gymnasium. It's our more or less thing. Wearing a lot of hoodies and jackets, learning how to skateboard, and very slowly learning how to play the guitar. I don't know why, but that makes me feel like we'll turn into a dude bro character from Disney live action movie. Oh yeah. Holy crap. Well yeah, like people change. Like some people change suddenly, some people change drastically. I mean, some people just change slowly, and some people change just a little. Like me, for an example, I just don't do some stuff I did when I was younger, but I still am like the same sort of mentality as I used to be before. Some of my things might change, but not perhaps everything. I cannot tell much about that. I haven't actually measured myself, but I would say I'm around like 170. I say around. It might be 160 to 65 to 175, something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I was short in school, but I felt short because, as you probably noticed, here is my top of my head and here is my eyes. So each time I'm talking to someone, I just see, oh, you're very high. But it technically might just be the same height. So, to be honest, it might just be my mentality, but I have very often just felt very short. And very, but like shorter than most people. There was one person in our class that was a hell of a long dude. Nice dude, I haven't met him in a long time. I still have like a connection between two that we often hang out with, which was him, Simon, Mr. Wives from another channel, and Mr. Vara that was actually in my stream a few days ago. I have other have and had. That's the thing. I'm very bad at saying if people are still my friends and stuff, because I don't have the same kind of connection to a lot of people I used to have. Simon, sometimes I do jump into his streams now and then, just checking how it goes for him. All the time, I would say, because that's the only times I've seen it. Well, sometimes it does play some other times, like other things like Diablo and Exile, but most of the times it play Apex because it does it professionally. And that's why it doesn't stream that often, because mostly when it plays, it's literally like tournaments or training or stuff like that. But I'm glad he actually cut into something like that. Like, holy crap. Professionally streamer for Apex and stuff. I don't really want to do shit like that. I want to stream kind of professionally. Like, affiliate professional, stuff like that. But doing it like professional one game kind of thing, win tournaments and stuff, nah, that's not for me. I think I'm like just reaching 5 foot. Hold on, I'm Swedish. It doesn't make sense for me. Oh, I just 5 feet 2 centimeters, 152. Okay, 152 centimeters, 1.5 meter. Well, I don't think it's that far from what I am. As I said, I might be around 65 something, so it's not, for me it's not that far. Yeah, but that's the thing, like, for me streaming is very fun, and being professional with that would be hella fun. But like, from my point of perspective, what he does is like professional gaming in one sort of game. And I feel like I don't want to do that. I have fun playing Apex and stuff like that with people I know, and I have done that sometimes with Miss Valkyrie, and I do play some Rue Company with Mr. Dariel. But like doing it like, yeah, this is the thing I do, and I do it professionally, which means I'm gonna more or less focus 100% on it. I don't like that. I like to more entertain than just stream my success and winning and stuff like that. That doesn't mean I like don't like I don't know what to say there, that I don't like disrespect why for what it does. Like, I am very happy whenever they win and stuff. It's like, hell yes. Professional. What is a professional? So you decided to use the plot with a gas again, didn't you, Mr. Shamspear? This time on Miss Natsume. All for one simple and avaricious reason. You get your hands on the 1,000 pounds of loot left behind by the deadly convict. Dude, that's the thing. My mentality, I'm not allowed to see myself as a professional anything. That's the thing. I am studying to make games, and I have heard many people like, you doing stuff I don't understand, so do not try to explain it to me. And it's like, yeah, that means I have more like in knowledge about something other than doesn't have. So I might be better than some people in that kind of case, but I still feel like, nah, I'm nothing more like a bloody toddler knowledge about it. And apparently, I'm not pressing any buttons, by the way, so he does this himself, which is annoying, because that means I would try to keep up. So that's like, whenever I see a game and I start like to, ooh, this is probably how they do that, I always more or less like, I should not say that because I'm not a professional. I cannot just say this because it might not be the stuff they do. But I can say I do have some small knowledge about many different things. I do kinda know something about playing violin. I know some stuff about making games. I do some stuff about coloring scheme and stuff. I do know some stuff about... Holy fuck your face. I know some stuff about not robotics, technology. Like, literally just stuff like this. Which does work. It's just that when I had like snap print settings on my camera, so each time this sensed a thing, it literally just could not stop taking photos. I had to have it on like manual thing to be able to make that work. I'm glad I have it here now, because that means I can actually take photos of lightning and stuff whenever that comes. So I'm capable of doing many different things. If you are a really useless person, then you wouldn't really be useless, because then you would be used as an... I think that makes sense. If you're a really useless person, then you wouldn't really be useless, because then you would be used as... Ah, now I understand what you mean. Well, it's not to say I'm useless, but I always feel like they are always people better than me. And in a way, I wouldn't say that's a bad thing, because that more or less means that you can strive to become better. At the same time, you shouldn't compare yourself to other people. You should not do that, because other people are other people. But for example, if you like check someone's artwork and feel like, ooh, that's so nice looking, and then you check your own, I might feel like, yeah, that might not be as good. Then it's like, do not judge yourself. Do not like think like you're two different peoples. You have two different ways of doing it, but it's sort of a same way good thing of just, if you do not feel as good at that person, then just learn more, become a bit better. No, thank you. No more jokes about that. No more jokes about that. It is all lies. I don't accept any of it. Why would I? After all, you don't have a shred of evidence. You can't prove I killed that fella. Fuss off. I'm the victim here, remember? Ah, no problem. Isn't That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's also a good thing to say go and piss. Isn't it better to just say go to the toilet and go to the loo? I feel it might be better to just you phrase that perhaps. If I don't admit it, there is nothing you can do. You can't arrest me for the time being anyway. Verily, you can't arrest the victim, can you? Isn't that right, ladies and gentlemen? Good point. Good point. I am so close. I just need a few more hours. I swore to myself that I'd get my hands on it. And I can almost taste it now. Do you really think I just give up? There's no question in my mind now. This man's guilty thoroughly through and through. But he seems so utterly intoxicated by the idea of that loot. I'm afraid, however hard you press him, he'll never admit to what he's done, Miss Naruto. And also, welcome, humble viewer, to the stream I'm holding here in our little kingdom in the corner of Twitch. Do take yourself a bit of a snack, something good to drink, and just sit down and relax, and I do hope you enjoyed this show. Speaking of drinking, I am just gonna make myself something to drink. Because I'm gonna do voice. It means I need to have something to soothe my... You can hear that squeaking. I just saw the thing there react on my squeaking. It's just the rubber on that thing. Technically, this is technically nothing. You're like just having your normal liquid is. This is technically for a smoothie mixer. But it works so bloody well as thing to just have my drinking that I actually just have my drinking it. Oh, I need actually to drink. Absolutely. Also, yes, and also nothing any inappropriate things like last time. Please. Like I know I might have actually adult thing on Twitch, but I kind of want to have it in one way. But yes. What is it, Gani? Pardon? There is one way I can finish him. He's already committed to the most heinous crimes to get his hands on that loot. Which means all we need to do is find it first. Also, as I wanted to comment before when you probably were away, could you rephrase whenever you need to go to the toilet? That might just be a better. Like, I'm just thinking about the other persons around stream. Just for safety reason. That's the thing. I really do enjoy having you and Turtle Girl around here. So I want to be like let you all be comfortable here. But I also want to like try and let many other people be comfortable as well. So I'm very difficult to like say like how to do things here because I don't really have a way of doing things. Some people who had a kid in August means they fell. Yeah, thank you. I believe it's 1 day late, but thank you whatsoever. The same to you. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm pretty certain it's 14th for us here in Sweden. which was yesterday. I had a bit of stuff to do yesterday, so I can really react too much about that. But yes, happy Valentine's Day. It's not much of a day I often am used to do anything, to be honest. For me, person being single for all of the life. But at the same time, you can always spread love to friends and family and people around. And also, it's getting warm in here. But that's actually true about the whole thing you said up there. No, I did not. I don't follow him, I believe, so I feel I recognize the name. But no. Most of the things I more or less have like VTubers or other streamers, to be honest. I don't even follow half of them. Without conclusive evidence, I certainly cannot rule. If only. Yeah, well, that's the thing about Twitter. Like, people just tweet anything they feel for. And it's not like you complain anything. It's like, it depends on how people express themselves, to be honest. Some people just like to express themselves for like, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Ah, it's an MMA fighter. Okay. This is the final piece in the complex puzzle. But I think we might have it in our possession already. Or rather, I think we may as well have something that can help us find where that loot is hidden. Yes, I know where that is going. Well, I would say you're a guy, and that is absolutely acceptable to be. There are girls that are that as well, but I don't think they will ever say that. Yes, Council. And also, welcome, humble viewer, to the stream I'm holding here in our little kingdom in the corner of Twitch. Do take yourself a bit of a snack and something to drink, and I do hope you enjoy the show. So yeah, that's more or less something I'm trying to say now each time I see someone I'm just trying to welcome people whenever I know people is joining in. I tried to do that last Thursday, but fucking hell. 2 raids at the same time. I knew they were going to end stream at the moment because I was actually watching both of their streams. But it caught me so off guard, and I didn't even think they would raid me because that's the thing. I don't even expect anyone to raid me. If they wish to raid me, they can do it. But I didn't actually expect that. I was like in the middle of a battle. I couldn't say hi to anyone. It was like, oh shit, good god. Also, I just recollect afterward, I could have paused the goddamn game, which I didn't do. I don't know. Like, the thing is, 4th of July, I believe, isn't that a thing in America? The Independence Day and stuff? I don't know if they really have that kind of thing. That's true. When you put it like that, yes. When you mean the whole goddamn thing, then yes. My brain. Yes, you're true. It fucking why do you remind me of that? It just reminded me of the little VTuber clip about someone like, we have the grade 1 to 6 and 1 to 5 and 1 to 6, 1 to 4 and stuff like that. And the other one is like, what happened with the rest of number? 1 to 6, 1 to 5. It's like, what happened with 3 and 4? Oh my god. Yeah, exactly. I don't often watch their streams because I often watch like other people's streams and stuff like that. But I do enjoy the things that happen in their stream. I do enjoy their personalities. That's the thing, like, that's what people do different. Many people do differently. Some people do enjoy the avatar they have, some people enjoy what they're playing, and some people enjoy their personality. I like more or less their avatar and personality, because in a way they fit together. Either that, or I'm just too used to seeing them that it actually does fit together. I don't think that would happen. I don't know if she's actually bad at math at all. It was probably just the way it was told. 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6. I don't know really how early or late it was for her, but yeah. What do you propose we can use in order to locate the hiding place of the deceased convict's hall? I have to do that now. Now I'm getting the feeling I am more or less dug a hole that is apparently true. But for some reason I just started enjoying VTubers. Mostly because I have a lot of friends that are VTubers. Friends and... Sorry, the word slipped out of my mouth. What was the other thing? I don't remember. I don't remember. Also... Hold on. Holy how long are you gonna have? What the fuck? Okay, hold on. I have to fucking do something here. Hold on. Abort mission. Abort mission. I have my 3D printer on in the background because I more or less follow a Patreon that has like 3D models for like role-playing games and stuff like that you can download and print and stuff. So I'm trying to learn to print with my PLA printer, which isn't the best thing for this kind of stuff. It's better to use a resin printer, but it's much more messier and stuff like that. But I have a dragon head, which is supported, which helps it making sure that everything goes smoothly. And it's 2 horns that are going smoothly. And the time was on 41 hours! Apparently, doing a head and 2 horns for this thing is gonna take 41 hours! I was just curious to see, because I looked down at it and I had to see it didn't have done anything. So I was wondering, like, what is going on with the program here? I just saw the thing doing 41 hours! What in the absolute did you do? The last thing was literally just a little dude. Wasn't 6 hours. And I understand that. Because it's a little dude and it's very like... Because it's just a little dude, I understand that. Because it's a very like big concept thing. What the for 41 hours? Either that or my... Hi, welcome! How do you pronounce that? I'm gonna call it VP. VP, VP, welcome! Welcome to the stream. Or more or less, as I was trying to say, welcome to my stream. Why did I actually lose what I used to say? Welcome, humble... now I remember. Welcome, humble viewer, to the stream I'm holding here in our little kingdom in the corner of Twitch. Do take yourself some snack and something to drink, and I do hope you enjoy the show. There we go. That was the right one. Trying to just say right the right way, or hi the right way. Fuck, I'm babbling. Okay, I'm trying to figure out here which is the lot. What exactly can help us find... I do have that sometimes, now and then. Also, I've been trying to focus a lot on something today, a little personal matter and stuff, so... I was like very focused on shit today. But at the same time, it's now when I just relax, so... Also, I don't know what I'm looking for. What exactly can help us find where the secret stash is hidden. I'm gonna save. I am gonna save. Because I think I'm gonna mess up completely. I absolutely believe I'm gonna mess up. Have I ever used it? I don't think I've used that.
Objection.
No, I cannot use that. Okay, yeah, I messed up. This is more or less just the second quiz today. That would be annoying, because holy crap, you will not be able to sleep. Also, I think it would be poisonous for people. Or would it? I don't know, actually. What can help us find the stash? I don't think that will help us. This is from the other case. This helped us find that thing. This is a bar of soap. This is that. Medical report. Thirdly, 6 suspected murder, died of natural causes while he's in prison. His final moments witness was his cellmate. The estimated £1,000 worth of loose stole remained uncovered. Manchester Stagways prison announced the death of convict murder and burglary, seldom natural cause. He was been suffering with fever since the end of October, alerted by the shouts of his fellow cellmate. Medical staff arrived to him already dead before his capital punishment could be carried out. When I sleep, it's light off. Hold on, I'm just gonna try to figure this out before anything. No, not that. I don't know. Apparently it was this thing. I am more of a lights off person, because whenever now I'm thinking about sleeping. I don't know what you're thinking about, but personally I think about sleeping, and I'm gonna keep this thought at sleeping. But I have easier to sleep with the lights off, because I have been living a lot in the countryside where there is no street lamps. So each time the lights are off, it's completely pitch dark. Those are Mr. Shamspeare's handprints on the wall of those lodgings. That's right, my lord. Exposed as a result of the defense's independent investigation of the scene. Based on a wonderful new discovery in the field of forensic science by the great detective Mr. Sholmes. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really had a problem with that. Sure, I did have the imagination of a goddamn grudge girl just poking her head up in front of my window. But yeah. Yeah, she got a drip as well. Also, not the best thought whenever someone is just gonna go to bed when you were younger. But yes, something like that. But I never really had any problem with it. Sure, I woke up now and then for either an owl or a hell of a pissed off cat. But else, I've never really had problem with it. I really did enjoy listening to owls and stuff. I don't know, just because of that thing, I've just been sleeping with the lights off. Ah, great detective. Is that some kind of joke? Do you really think I'm going to be taunted by a man Which such a ridiculous title. I don't know. Oh, where the hell? It just popped up from nowhere. Perhaps we should be compete for the honor of most ridiculous title. Ah, this Herlock Sholmes himself. Do you have like a curtain in front of your doors? My doors. Oh, it started. I was like, what was that sound? But it was just my 3D printer just starting to 3D print now. No, we don't have any curtains in front of our doors here in Sweden. We just have the doors. There was some light coming in because I had like a gap on top of my door, but I mostly had like no light in my room at all. Your unusual haunts are the filthy backstreet of the capital, are they not? Ah, Mr. Reaper, it's been too long. And I see your complexion has worsened since last we met. Mr. Sholmes? That's no lower than 6 then. Well, enough to say something like that in any case. Mr. Sholmes, thought you may be heralded as a great detective by the population at large. That doesn't give you the right to come and go in my courtroom as you see fit. If I may, my lord, Mr. Sholmes' newly developed scientific method has helped us uncover vital clues in this case already. Clues, you say? I call them skin prints, my lord. My method identifies every location touched by individuals under scrutiny. It's a method by which we were able to ascertain this gentleman's gas pipe activities. You need only a small sample of something the individual has previously touched to make an indicator solution. In your case, sir, I used the teacup you had been holding. Elementary. So now, Miss Naruhodo. Yes? What am I to use as a sample to make the indicator solution this time? Thank you for offering to help, Mr. Sholmes. When the convict was arrested, he was living in what is now Suzeki's room. We need a sample to help locate Selden's loot that's hidden in his room. Well, I'm gonna see something here. Should I ask about a person? I don't think I have anything here. Where should we take a sample? Something that Selden touched. That's the thing. He hasn't touched that, or that. He hasn't touched anything here. But I'm pretty certain that if we present a person, we will need something of Sheldon's in order to create an indicator solution to find his loot. And something the convict owned, perhaps to be in the possession of somebody listed in the court record. Upon my word, Miss Naruto, your powers of reasoning appears to be on the up. So, which particular person do you have in mind? From who can we obtain a possession of the late convict? Oh yeah, then it's the key. Oop. Sorry, things just popped up there. Well, we do kind of like the curtains in front of doors, and remember as a kid I was laying on my... watching a movie while he was asleep, and I looked at one of the curtains and saw like a lady sitting. That was in the curtain itself, so I called my mom and she went there and said nothing was there. I looked at it again and yeah, nothing was there. And then I chill out and lay on my bed again, and suddenly I saw the curtain taking the shape of the lady again, so I just lay there in fear and holy crap. Yeah, that was kind of me as well when I was young. Because of goddamn uh, just fantasies. Me? What do you want with me? The key around your neck, if you please. Sorry? The key belonged to Sheldon. Is that supposed to be a real sentence? But yeah, like imagination and stuff like that. Holy crap! Sometimes there will be remnants of secretions from the man's skin on its surface that we can use. Very true. But that's the sample we need. So now I can imagine a stranger sitting and doing other things just by seeing them stand still once. Yeah, well, it's probably not that difficult. When you more or less know how they look, then just do that. Yeah, there we go. It was just like that. I'm pretty certain that's not a sentence. But also, welcome, humble viewer, to the stream I'm holding here in our little kingdom in the corner of Twitch. Oh, hi, Turtle Girl. It was you who popped up. Hi, Turtle Girl. Well, that's something people used to say. It works fine whenever you're gonna present something to them. You know, like when you're gonna have a speech, you literally just imagine them naked. I'm fine. Had some personal stuff I had to do these 2 days, but it's fine now. No problem whatsoever. So I am doing fine and dandy. Trying still to go to affiliated slowly but surely. I can tell you something. The Thursday stream absolutely helped a lot, but I'm not still there yet. So I'm still slowly but surely moving forward. Mr. Shams, as one great to another, I assure you. If the late convict's hall is hidden somewhere in his former lodgings, I shall uncover it in no more than 30 minutes. So, Mrs. Shampspeare, the truth is well within our grasps now. Also, how long is the 3D print gonna take? Because the last one was like 41 hours. So I only have the head now. And the head is on... well, it's 0.04%. It doesn't say a time right now. In that case, I'll gladly let Mrs. Shomes have this key. Yeah, because she doesn't want him to get anything. She knows that he killed her fiance. No, give me the key. The detective shan't have it. It's over, Mrs. Shampspeare. No. You're out of options now. There's only one thing left for you to do. Admit your guilt. He's exploding. Oh, his button's falling off. Oh, someone just sniped him in the air. Shampspeare poisoned her fiancé. Well, the guilty one is technically our Japanese friend. But because this guy was poisoned, but he survived. And after a while, we managed to figure out he stole gas and stuff. But then we also figure out that he actually tried to poison two others. Yes, I've actually heard that before. I have heard that a lot when I was younger. Now, whenever you kill a spider in Sweden, it will start to rain. I don't kill spiders, at least not intentionally. I never intended to kill the man. I just wanted to drive him out of the room, that's all. So you have time to find the convict's haul of stolen goods. Yet, after you'd killed the young man, you still didn't move into the room. Yeah, I don't kill spiders. I just don't. Like, if ever I see a spider, I actually had a spider one there here somewhere, but I don't know where it went. I mostly just take a paper and just shoo it out. That's all I do. Like, seriously, I lived in the countryside, and I'm gonna just go back to my parents after the study here for a time being. So yeah, there is a lot of spiders, snakes, and lizards, and all the kind of stuffs. I asked the landlord, of course. I plead with him, but he refused. Why? I was 3 months behind with the rent for one thing. Mr. Gary really has had a lot to put up with. He had the gas repair work done immediately afterwards, putting the room out of action for a while. And then... yeah, I'm just mostly just leaving spiders as well. I don't really do much with them other than just get them out if they're on a place they shouldn't be. And also, welcome, Mumble viewer, to the stream I'm holding here in our little kingdom of Twitch. I do take yourself a snack, do take yourself something to drink, and I do hope you enjoy the little show. And then this Japanese man swooped in just in the right moment to sign the new lease. Poor Natsume, what an unfortunate timing. Then, 5 days ago, after that incident on Briar Road when the Japanese fellow got himself arrested, I thought I finally had my chance. But it wasn't to be. No. The scene was sealed off and guarded by the police night and day. And if I remember rightly, Miss Shaw spent the whole day in there reading books. I shouldn't even enter the room, let alone search for the loot. I couldn't, I mean. I couldn't. I should, because I wanted. Which is why, on the day Natsume was acquitted and returned to his room, you once again tried your trick of blowing the air into the gas pipe that feeds the stove in the room. Unbeknownst of you, however, that action would lead you into a deadly trap. William Shakespeare. How does it go? To be or not to be? That is the question. From Shakespeare's Hamlet, Act 3, Scene 1. Well, let me tell you, in your case, it's not to be. That is the answer. You deserve to die for what you've done. It's so strange to see a katana, because I always thought a katana was bent like backwards like this, but they actually have it like this. I think I either read somewhere or saw somewhere why they did that. It was actually kind of understandable. Oh yeah, I can understand that. But no, like, I don't know if it is the same spider. I'm pretty certain it's the same spider because we call it at least just long leg. We literally just call it long leg. And it's literally just like a little blump with a long legs. That's all. There's like nothing else to it. It's just like a little ball of nothing. At first, I really did think it was just a terrible accident. I never forget our conversation the night before Duncan died. The gas supply in my new lodgings are a complete disaster, you know, Olive. The gas supply? Yes, the stove always seemed to go out in the middle of the night for some reason. That's no joke. No, spider doesn't have wings. I do apologize if I did say wings. I meant legs. I did say legs, right? Pretty certain I did say legs. But no spiders have wings. I'm pretty certain no arachnid has wings. Hold on, I'm actually gonna search this up. Is there actually? There are no spiders that have wings or that fly in the traditional sense of the word. They are a flying spider apparently, but I have no idea. There is something called a flying spider, but something like that. I see something with a wing, but I don't know what that is. But I think that's a 3D thing, so it's not real. Oh, that would be fucking horrible, especially with the images I see. It's like it's not even... Yeah, but I think they are jumping spiders. Hold on, I'm gonna read this. Their name comes from a form of locomotion called ballooning. The spider releases thread of silk into the air, uses these as balloon to carry the spider through the air. There is actually something called flying spiders, but they do not fly, they just hang around the wind. Oh, Duncan, please don't stay there. I don't care how cheap it is. But I just saw like false photos of spiders flying. The spiders flying. And it's not even those cute spiders that are just normal, like the wood spiders. It's like fucking horrible things. Yeah, like flying squirrels. Kind of like flying squirrels. But instead of using like the membrane, or what you could call it, in between arms and stuff, it just uses this silk to just like make a walking bridge. Alright then, if it's that important to you, I'll start looking for a new place. There are spare rooms at my house. There are spare rooms at my house? Why don't you leave that horrible room tonight? Yeah, I see the jumping spiders. Those doesn't look horrible at all. Oh, hold on. It's a little cute normal spider. No, I'd better not. We said we'd wait until we graduated before we told our parents, remember? Well, that was the last time we ever spoke. That very night, he fell victim to the gas. If only I'd known it was going to happen, I'd insisted he left that horrible room that instant. Instead, all I've been left with is bitter regret. I stopped going to school. But something kept drawing me back to the house on Briar Road. I saw a stooped decent-looking man with a mustache coming out of the house one day when I was there. He walked up to the road's grubby grubbery for some food, so I followed him. I sat myself down next to him. He had some very watery-looking soup, and I started picking a quarrel with the publican. This place is cursed, I tell you, cursed. The ghost of a convict who used to live there is trying to suffocate me. Oh my god, I would rather kick ass because, like, Jesus Christ, a horse, like any sort of equestrian, their kicks are no joke. Not that I know how it will feel like, but we thought of them literally just be running, like their legs are meant for running in high speed. Jesus. Like, hell no. Rather kick ass. Of course. The room is full of gas and I can hardly breathe. But the pipes have been checked, no problem there. It's like I'm the problem. That's what they're thinking. But how could that be? Duncan was gone and now this man had almost suffered the same fate. Could it really be a curse? Yeah, that would be if someone ever call themselves that, being badass, and then you can explain, no, I just have a bad ass. I would salute the person for just making that a thing. Like, more or less just embracing something in a humoristic way. Then I remembered a rumor I heard about how the gas companies go around investigating gas installations. A rumor? You mean... Yes, everybody heard the stories, it seems. About how they go around checking the pipes. How anything connected to the gas can be extinguished by blowing air into the pipework. That's when it started. A little flicker of doubt in the back of my mind. That just couldn't go away. Was it really just an accident, though? Once I had an idea, it wouldn't leave me alone. It played me day and night. So about this. One of the black market in East End. Ah, black market? I've never been. I just heard people talk about them. I can't buy anything you can think of there. Yeah, just a vial of poison. In some ways, being able to get my hands on this so easily made me even more determined. I had to find out, one way or another. Was Duncan's death an accident, or was it murder? And your chosen method of establishing the truth was simple, but highly effective. Smear poison on the gas pipe you suspected about of tampering with, and wait. If Mr. Shakespeare was innocent, nothing would come of what you'd done. But if he was guilty, he would pay for his crimes dearly. I found out the name of the man I suspected, William Shakespeare. And then I wrote him this little note. Oh my god, that's... Why do British rappers have always a British accent? Yeah, I wonder why. I do wonder why. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh my god. Comments like that just cheer everyone up. I really do hope that person wasn't absolutely for real with that. I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 PM on the 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. If he'd done it, I knew that would worry him enough so he'd be sure to go. So wait to see if it worked. And of course, Mr. Shakespeare will follow the instructions to the letter. Just gonna check my 3D print. There it says, oh my god, this dragon head is... It is so detailed that it's gonna take me 21 hours. Bloody hell! It worked out where the gas pipe was straight away. So there's some good amount of poison I bought all around the mouth of the pipe. All the time praying that the devil's work wouldn't be done, and it was all just for some wild fantasy. Yeah, so I am in an I joined a Patreon some month ago, I think. Yeah, it is gonna drag on. But yeah, so I joined a Patreon because I did that like last year, a few years ago. They have 3D prints each month about different stuff. This month was no, not that's Badlands. Hold on. Here, so it is February on the 2020 2022 is Red Leaf Elves. And I have a 3D model of, you know, a D&D dragon thing and elves. So I thought of, I'm gonna try just printing the dragon. And I thought first of doing the horns as well on it. And that was before you were here, Turtle Girl, but my printer said it's gonna take 41 hours. Now I took away the horn and just did the head because it's like separate things, because else it would be too big. 21 hours. It's gonna be on for 21 hours. Bloody hell. But I have Badland people, I have demons, and I have now elves. The thing is, like, most people... Oh, hello. Oh, Sophia Lucas, welcome to stream. Thank you so much for the follow. Hi. If elves exist instead of human, that they call themselves NFTs. I'm fine. I am fine and dandy. I am just streaming as much as I like, as I can. So yeah, welcome. I do hope you enjoy the stream here, but I am doing absolutely fine. I have myself a drink here. I enjoy a game I do really like. And here we go with some voices. When you were first stood in the dock before me, this whole affair seemed relatively straightforward. Yes, my lord. I certainly never imagined the depth of depravity that we should subsequently find lurking behind the scenes. But yeah, how are you, Sophia, as well? I always have to like remember asking you as well how you are. You are all welcome here, and I should welcome you that way as well. It has been a long road, my Nepalese friend. Oh, yes. But yeah, so most people is like 3D printing using a resin printer, which uses an ultraviolet light to harden resin. That's nice to hear. That's always good to hear. But yeah, so the problem with that is that it's like a liquid and you have to like evaporate some stuff. You have to clean a lot of stuff and stuff like that. It has been good, slowly but surely. Some ups, some downs. I would say it was been normal, I would say. Still slowly but surely, just trying to just do that. Yeah, it's 2022. It's now 2022. But yeah, just slowly but surely evolving as a streamer. Trying to do my best as I do. Yes, I know. You, Mr. Shakespeare. You will be tried for the murder of Mr. Duncan Ross in cold blood. And the subsequent attempt of murder of Mrs. Osaka Natsume, here present. I'm very broad of what sort of games I play. It kind of depends on the game itself, like how it is, how the story is and stuff like that. Because I play this on Tuesdays, I play Tomb Raider on Thursdays, and I play Pokemon on Saturdays. Like, I played Danganronpa, I played Sekiro, Murdered Soul Suspect, stuff like that. So it's a bit different. It's a bit difficult to say. I do RPGs, I do horrors, I do horror games, I do visual novels like this. Many different kind of games. Ah, yes. Yesterday, at the hospital, when you and your friend stopped me from drinking poison. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not gonna... No. I got that to try some of it out. Nah. Nope. I think they mean like... I think Sophia more or less means... well, I as broad mean like FPS, RPG and stuff like that. But yeah, so I do a bit different depending on how I like the game. if it like catches my eye, I might try it out and it'll be like, oh, this is a good game to do on stream. Most of the times I do... No. Racing game I do not often play. Mostly because, like, racing games that have, like, real cars and stuff, for me is very linear, because you, like, choose a car, it doesn't have much difference than other, and you just go on the road and be as good as you can. And I just feel it's very, like, linear for me. I used to play some Need for Speed Wanted and Underground 2, which is an old PlayStation 2 game. But full on full, not many racing games. That's like one of the things I do not really do. Heck no. If I were a full-time streamer, I would at least be affiliated or partner. I am not there yet. I do this... No, I've never played that. But no, I'm not a full-time streamer. I study as a technical artist on daytime, which has a lot of programming and just 3D modeling, and holy crap right now. Yeah, I'm a fun-time streamer. But yes, I'm only streaming 3 hours, 3 days a week, which is Tuesday, Thursdays and Saturdays from 5 to 3 PM Central European Time. I like to believe that it's a blessing Mr. Shamsbury didn't die when he ingested poison. For your sake, at the very least. Yeah, because what she did was like, it was not even a, it was kind of a sort of attempt of murder, but it wasn't really murder. Because of you, I choose life, not death. Okay, I'm gonna, hold on. Oh, Jesus, sorry. My mouse was stuck to my pen. I'm gonna write that down and at least check it out. As I said, I'm not much of a driving, like, racing game stuff, but perhaps. Depends on if it, like, tickles some sort of fancy for me, at least. And also, welcome, humble viewers, to the stream I'm holding here in our little kingdom in the corner of Twitch. Do take yourself a little snack and something to drink, and I do hope you enjoy the show. I don't know why, like, for some reason, just like last week, I started saying that, and it, for some reason, it's actually kind of stuck to me. I really enjoy, like, trying to do that welcome. Oh, Miss Queen. Mrs. Osaki Natsu. Yes, my lord. The court declares that you are exonerated from all blame in this matter. Accordingly, I would call upon the ladies and gentlemen of the jury to present a verdict of not guilty. I were in full charge, full agreement, my lord. Full charge? Why is there a full charge? In that case, I hereby declare the defendant not guilty. And that's a fire hazard. Especially with thought of confetti. My first thought was it's a fire hazard because it's indoors. But then I just realized there's a lot of paper stuff there right now. And that could be set ablaze. Each time I think of firework, I'm never gonna forget. We had one of these, like, you know, like a fireball launcher. Well, to increase the chance of you playing it, it's a racing game with a story of you being able to possess people. I have no idea. You get me interested to check it out and see what it is. You haven't fully gotten me interested in it. As I said, for me, many, like, racing games are very linear. It's like car, driver, go. There's not much difference often of the time. Or at least not a big of a difference. Speaking of, do I have that here? I don't think I have that here because I don't play that often. But it sounds like, what the heck? I have to now know why or, like, what it does. It's just like, it's something I'm gonna check out, but I don't know. My dear fella, if there were any divine justice in this world, you would shave that mustache. Why is everyone against this goddamn mustache? Especially that guy. Okay, well, I mean, I'm gonna check it out at least. I cannot promise I will stream it or even get it myself, but I'm gonna check it out at least and see what it is and like what you do. Some say that a luxuriant mustache is a sign of physical prowess, Mrs. Sholmes.
Welcome, student Miss Naruda Esquire. Once again, you saved me from doom.
Was the Doom guy in here? Oh god. I'm very happy to have been able to help, Miss Natsuma. Congratulations on your acquittal. You're second in almost as many days. I don't think so. Like, it's okay for you to talk as long as you, like, doesn't go beyond how, like, if we say beyond a certain context, if we say so. But I don't think so. It's always good to be able to talk to people on stream. Sure, some of the stuff you say are a bit random, but as I said, as long as the context is fine, I don't really have any problem with that.
And then, by a twist of fate, I was brought to the land that bore the fruit of that literature. Only, the city of bricks and mortar became my prison.
Police spiders? What? Cobwebs, oh my god. Yes, they would, probably. Oh, bloody hell.
This is oh yeah. Try as I might, I never find my feet here. In the end, I confine myself to my room and live my life through friendly old books.
You've had such a difficult time, haven't you?
Ah, but a week ago now, I dragged you out of that dark, dingy room of yours, did I not? You did, and I have seen more of a life in this week than in all my years to date. And for the first time, I feel like I've begun to see the true face of English that's so far been hiding from the behind the wall of fog.
My dear fella, there is nothing special about the true face of the English, as you put it. Whatever someone goes in the world, humans are humans. And there are a few genuine differences.
Ah, yes, I think you're right. I finally started to see that, and I've come to understand something. I worked out why I was attracted to English literature in the first place. It made me see that whatever our nationality, we humans all have the same hopes and fears. We're all just doing our best to live.
Well said. I've come to feel the same way.
I made a decision too. I'm going to cut short my study tour here and return to Japan.
What? Yes, when we become friends in England? What a terrible shame.
I know, that does tug at my heartstring, it really does. But I've decided I'd like to take everything I learned here in Britain and write something of my own.
I think that went over my head. I think I kinda understood. But I am pretty certain I might have understood that one. Sometimes I'm just that kind of person that doesn't understand some jokes. Oh my god, curtain, fucking hell. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, that's me sometimes about jokes. For some reason, I don't get some jokes. I do, like, whenever I understand them, I do understand that they are funny. But there's just sometimes it's like, okay. But yeah, fucking hell. That's just me. That's just me. Oh my. So you be creating your own literature, Miss Natsume. How wonderful.
Uh, well, no, I mean, I wouldn't presume to call it literature. Literature. I cannot pronounce that. Why not? Well, that is precisely the definition, Mr. Mustache. I suppose you're right, yes. It will, in a way, be literature.
Yes, that one I at least understand because I have heard it. I have heard that song. If I'm not mistaken, it's Linkin Park, right? Because I did listen to them once before. I for one would love to read your work.
Well, all things considered, it may be for the best. After all, you have once again emerged victorious. From a battle with a Reaper. Very true.
There is no salvation for a person in the dock when the Reaper is the prosecutor. Also, it's kind of funny because Sholmes did say that they actually disappeared from the country and stuff like that. And that's literally what he did. He disappeared from England. He returned to Japan.
The desire to return post-haste to the perceived safety of your homeland is one I quite understand.
Oh god. Oh, why my goddamn body just says, oh, it's 5 o'clock, nap time. Well, as I said, sometimes my body is hella weird. Like, for example, the last time there was a collab with me and the team. I literally just woke up at no, like 1 minute, 2 minutes before my timer. I was like, oh, I woke up in the middle of the night. What is actually the clock? It's like, oh, fuck. I'm actually supposed to wake up by like a few moments from now. So my body's a strange thing. Yes, it was. So happy happy Valentine's Day and late Valentine's Day and to all of you out there. It's something really that doesn't really go up to my mind often because it's not really something I do celebrate a lot. Like I can more or less just be happy for the friends and families around. But well, as a single, I cannot say much more than that. So most of the time it's mostly just happy Valentine's for friends and family for me. And also, welcome Mumble viewer to the stream I'm holding here in our little kingdom in the corner of Twitch. I do take yourself a snack and something to drink, and I do hope you enjoy the show. It's kind of strange because I'm pretty certain I used to have something. I'm pretty certain I used to have something for my YouTube stuff. Or Twitch stuff as well, but I kind of forgot about that. And Buffy Italian starting falsely that her father had fallen gravely ill. Yes, that was the end of the last game. The only possible explanation that comes to mind is what happened after the trial on the following day. The day that we uncovered the loot hidden by the now deceased convict in his former lodgings. Yeah, you did. That was like a foot length, that one. Oh, well done, Mr. Sholmes. How simply marvelous of you. Was it supposed to take 30 minutes? As I believe I told you, my dear fellow, skin prints are extremely useful in such situations.
That was something at least. Wouldn't you agree, Gregson? Hi, Gregson. And he really wants to find that loot. Also, how the hell are we gonna find this loot? Well, by all these books. That's a weird thing. I'm not much of a reading person, but have a really nice looking library would not be bad. I would actually like that.
Greg's been happily mouching in agreement this whole time, you know, Hurley.
Happily?
Oh, happily?
I think perhaps humorously might be close to the truth. So, it transpires the man fashioned a hiding place in the ceiling. And what's in it? What exactly is the loot? Your soul dude. Oh my god. Here comes the puns. Let us look then. If you're ready, let's examine the late burglar's hall. What is it? Poke your head up and look. What's that? Well, what is that? Whoa, has someone been decapitated or something? Because from my point of perspective, that looks like something you have around the neck as like, yeah, I am from this family. And the only thing I see is blood. Yo. Yeah, a neckband or a collar. I was right, I didn't even read that. Yo. It's huge though. This looks like the gemstone sets in it. I can see why it was claimed to be worth £1,000.
£1,000? Perhaps I could have it as a belt.
Okay, that was a stretch, Gavin, because it went from a shoe to a glove. I don't think that glove would fit your shoe. No, not your shoe, your feet. Your foot. Which one? You mean... Yeah, it is clothing, that's true.
Oh, have you noticed on the inside there, there's some dark stains?
Yeah, it's called blood. You don't think there could be blood, do you? I mean, there's quite a lot of it.
On second thought, perhaps I won't have it as a belt.
I don't think that would be good.
Then of course, there is this emblem here. A large letter bay and a small crown.
Bay? What does it signify, do you think? Yeah, the collar. I don't know, probably just a blood stain. Mostly because it's like on the inside, which means that something around the upper body must have bled a lot.
Oh, I hadn't noticed that.
Might just be Beauregard. Sorry. For those who doesn't know, that's a name from an old Scooby-Doo movie. Scooby-Doo and the Boo Brothers, which for me is a goddamn classic.
I feel as though I've seen that emblem somewhere before. You know, where could it have been?
That's enough of that, I think. Why did you stop us? Oh god, something has happened here. I want to rent a library for a group meeting, but all hours of the day was already booked. Yeah, of course it was booked. It was full of books. It was full of booked books. It could be valuable evidence after all. It must be kept safely under lock and key. Yes. Get your grubby hands off that, you lot. I'll hand it over now. So, he has like some stuff he doesn't want to say. It's like, it is the Hound of Baskerville. He doesn't want to get released. It is this cool collar he doesn't want people to know about. So what's going on here? I don't think it's how valuable that is. I think it's like who it belongs to or what happened around that time. Could it really have been... I think it was blood. Or is blood. I was a tennis mask live today, but everyone was causing such a racket. A racket? I will say a lot of rackets.
Well, that was a funny case, wasn't it? It's all buttoned up now.
You look very pleased, Iris.
I am, because I was starting to wonder what I could use as a basis of my month's story in the magazine. But this case will be perfect. It's been fascinating.
There we go.
The mystery of the knife in the mist. And the mustache man on the convict's curse, perhaps. I can make it a two-part story. Oh, I can't wait.
A word, please, Iris.
Yes, what is it, Hurley?
I'm sorry, but you can't write about this case. It's out of the question.
What? Why not? It's a great case.
Then I shall have to insist that you limit yourself to the first of your two titles. The second must never be written. Is that clear? Why? Is it just because of the color? I'm
So
getting...
it was that the second of Souseki-san's cases became buried in obscurity. Now, looking back, I feel I understand. I can see why Mr. Sholmes forbade Iris from publishing the story.
You
It would
do?
take a little longer before I saw the link between everything that had happened and would happen.
Unfortunately, I don't.
For it wasn't until 2 months after the arrival of Susato-san's letter that events began to unfurl again.
Neither did I. Especially when I'm trying to speak and I just press the button, I'm like, fuck, he's talking.
With an incident that took place at the very heart of the eagerly awaited Great Exhibition of London.
Oh, it's gonna happen. That thing is gonna happen. Noise. What is he so afraid of? I'm wondering, like, why he's like, why it is. Because I can understand if it's like drained of blood, like drained in the face of like, oh shit, Iris shouldn't know about her father's death and stuff like that. But it's me and Susato that knows about it. No one else. We haven't told anyone yet, at least. But for him to just, oh shit, this is something I don't want to do, like, why? Why is it that you don't want to go through that? Why is it that you don't want anyone to know about it? It's I believe it's only about the color, though. How many do we have? Oh, final chapter. So we have 3 more. I told the detective that the case is closed. He told me to remember to pack some sunscreen. Yes, I do love the change, but yes, absolutely. I do love that one though.
Culture and industry from every corner of the globe had converged on Hyde Park, welcoming over 50 million visitors. The last great hurrah of this century. Astonished and delighted people of all
It kind of reminds me of with the joke before. I just checked through some odd images,
as regards to the terrible catastrophe
and
that occurred
I just
during
saw
the
like a
festivities.
woman on
And if you
a
were aware, my friend Mr. Herlock Sholmes had a hand in unraveling the matter.
on a towel on a beach and 2 people behind. I was like,
he
I don't
who
see anything
purposely
odd there.
unearthed
I don't see anything strange on that picture. And I just read underneath like someone took too much sunscreen. And I just see on the bed of sand is someone that has more or less the same color as the sand because of how much sunscreen they had. Bloody hell. Just love that. Just like, oh yeah, there's just a woman on a towel on a beach, 2 people behind. I don't see anything strange. I don't look on the beach like, holy crap, that sunscreen amount.
The weather is unusually fine, and we're about to witness a most extraordinary scientific experiment. Ladies and gentlemen, the 20th century will see steam engines and electrical power dominate the world.
That thing kind of reminds me of when I played the Lost
Lost Hour, I think it was called. It's like a PlayStation VR game with Tesla and stuff. It kind of reminds me of the machine you managed to find in the end.
Horse-drawn carts will give way to the motor car. Ships will sprout wings and take to the skies. And today, we showcase even more advanced technology. A glimpse into the future.
Is that a time machine?
A world first. A demonstration of my super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine.
What is it for machine? Please do tell me. Because I don't know what a super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine is. What the shit is that?
A man will literally be disassembled by a pulse of high
Oh, it's a teleporter.
and beamed to another location.
Okay, your name's Scotty. I hope it's gonna be Scotty, please. Yeah, that sounds completely safe. Me and some friends was going to the woods to hunt mythical creature, and I asked my friend why he brought a disco ball. He replies, well, we are looking for the boogeyman, aren't right? Good god, then you just... The funny part about that is, why are they up in the woods? Isn't the boogeyman in your closet or under the bed? Why would you do that in the woods? Also, it kind of reminds me of the forest. I think it... No, the ritual. It was called the ritual, not the forest. Which is a horror movie on Netflix where, by the way, I'm quoting the movie, 3 twats in a forest is just hiking over there because they had lost a friend. So the 3 British men, or 4... No, I think it was 4 twats in the forest. And yes, let's easily say they managed to find one of Loki's lost children. But yeah, that quote is literally from the movie, and my father loved it. Like, oh yeah, this is just great. 4 twats in the forest.
Whereupon his body will be
Jesus.
reassembled by a series of complex
I will be sad if this guy do not have a pun about Scotty. Oh, that man is gonna die.
in but a few moments from now.
That magic's instructor. I think I've seen one series that was something about a magic instructor. Oh yeah, bastard, exactly. The title mainly.
This gentleman will
I don't remember. The thing is, me and anime, as I've said, is like very vague. I watch some stuff now and then. And some I just watch some and then stop because no, it wasn't interesting. Even though it catch my eye first.
to arrive an instant later on the crystal tower behind you.
I wouldn't trust my life to this dude. Holy shit. Like, the only thing you need for this is literally just taking away the cannon and have a fan. Because he will just be ashes after that. Not even joking. Like, that guy don't need that big telescopic thing. You just need a little fan and a good wind. That's all. I was going to a computer class exam. My friends from a different classroom told me, don't worry, you're definitely going to excel at this. Oh my god. I don't think we ever is or have used Excel ever. Wait, we might actually have used Excel to actually just write our names in a list for, like, showcases and stuff. That's all. You have my word, fucking. Oh, sorry. What's that, Iris?
What's the matter with you? You've been miles away all morning. Did you like what I cooked for breakfast?
No, that's not it at all. What were you talking about again?
Oh, exhibition.
Today's paper is full of new news about the great exhibition again.
Ah yes, the Great Exhibition. I'd like to go sometime.
You're really not your usual self today. You seem very down. Don't you agree, Hurley?
Speaking of down. Did you say something, Iris?
Oh my gosh, you're even more down.
He looked defeated as hell. Hello? When did you arrive, Miss Naruto? I've been here for about half an hour already. We had breakfast together. What? Why didn't you mention it before? I thought you might have known I was here, you know, because... Breakfast? Yeah, exactly. Who misses breakfast? I'm gonna be honest, it's like Miss Valkyrie asked one time, like, what do you do for special in the morning? Like, what breakfast and stuff? And that's the thing, I don't have any special breakfast. I have special supper. I have a roasted sandwich with a fried egg on top and a glass of chocolate milk. I don't know why, but bloody hell, that's so good. Iris is quite right. You're clearly lacking in whim. So much that I didn't notice your presence. Thanks. Of course, I could deduce the reason perfectly well with some simple observations. What? I used to hate him. I got beaten up by some bullies the other day and got bruises on my face. I had my friend looked at me and asked, "Why so blue?" I'm blue.
I can never eat on a morning, but sounds good. Yeah, that's the thing. For me, in mornings, I cannot really do that. It's like either just a sandwich, two sandwich, or something. Just at least so I can fix myself to dinner. And then at supper, I just eat something. Something very good. Sometimes pancakes, sometimes something else, fried eggs, sometimes with bacon on top. Yeah. Let me stop you there, Mrs. Shoms, because I think I can see where this is going. My hair always looks like this. It always has, ever since we first met, in fact. Because I did that observation another time. Oh, really? How interesting. It just doesn't look like a haircut as such, I suppose. Well, thank you. Well, thanks again. It crossed my mind recently that it's been 6 months now. It is kind of funny. I don't think so, Gani, because I watched a Nux Taku? Am I pronouncing that right? I watched one of those videos, and they were like just talking about their dates one time, one of the best or worst date or something. And apparently the girl one of them was going out with, yeah, Nux Taku. And apparently she was deaf. It was no problem, but apparently she tried to like silently sometimes fart because she just needed to. I didn't realize it could actually be heard. So out of at least hearing that from somewhere else, I don't think so. It's not even from my point of perspective, it is from what I have seen on a YouTube video. Or heard, more or less. Since I was forbidden from working in court, so I've been wondering how much longer I'm going to be banned.
Oh, well, that would explain why you seem rather glum.
Yes, for some reason we cannot do this any longer.
Don't you agree, Hurley?
And he's slumped. Why are you slumped? Why is this guy slumped? I'm the one supposed to be slumped.
Back to mopping. Moping. What's the matter with Sholmes today? He seems even more down in the dumps than me. Well, that's kind of interesting because yes, 2D girls are technically just 2 dimensions and 3D girls are 3 dimensions. But technically even 2D girls can be drawn as this. So I guess that doesn't really work in that sense.
I know, the Great Exhibition's open. You think you'd be excited? Oh, why don't we all go to see it together?
I want to, of course I do, but I can't. Not for the time being. Why not? Why not? Why not? Because I'm a great detective after all. So embroiled in some tricky case that you can't be distracted from, is that it?
I don't remember hearing that you're working on a case earlier.
I suppose I should try to find out what's going on. Okay, so event 6 months ago. What happened 6 months ago? Half a year ago now, I took on the defense of a young girl in trial, heard at the Old Baileys. What at first seemed like a simple case of murder that took place at a London pawnbrokery. That was the last case we had.
Wait, why did we get banned for that?
Turned out to be one part of much more far-reaching plot that involved the British government. During the course of the trial, it was found that I made an unavoidable yet at the same time unforgivable mistake. Worth fame. This situation is utterly deplorable. Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, my lord? I will decide upon your fate following the conclusion of this trial. Of course, my lord. What happened? I only know that we cannot do that anymore. In the end, I had my right to represent people in court revoked. I was told I had to spend my time in research and studies, so that's what I've been doing. 2D girls can be flat and curvy, but in the end they will always be flat, and the 3 girls can both be... True. In that sense, it's true. They can be curvy both on the sides and on front. While 2D girls only technically have like side up and down and left and right.
You haven't you, Runo? Reading all those big fat tomes about British law up in your room. And the notes about Sholmes' old cases.
Brewing Irish special blend of tea, fetching my daily bread for me. You become something of a manservant around here. Start on the silverware next, Miss Naruto. Dude, woman. Yes, women does exist. They're not a myth. I don't know why I had to say that. Also, I would want them to say butler or something. To hear the word manservant, I don't know, it doesn't sound good. Well, I'm thinking of going to ask the powers that be to reconsider. Woman. Specifically, Lord Strongheart at the British Supreme Court on Whitehall.
Lord Strongheart?
Ah, the delightful Lord Chief Justice. Not my favorite fellow. Woman. Now you're just going back and forth. He's not mine either, but he's the man I have to talk to. He's the only one who can grant me permission to start working in the courts again. I came to Great Britain to become the best lawyer I could. And I can't do that just sitting around here. Well, technically I'm punch men as well. But why? Why did I remember that? Bloody Bingolotto. It's Bingolotto. Bingolotto is a, like, you know that... You must know what bingo is. And
one of the people, like the I don't know, front person of it, was talking to a woman. I was like, Jesus, the way. I'm gonna have to say it. You not understand what I'm saying, because it wasn't an old elderly woman. So it literally talks about something, and it just ends up. You should not ask about women's age, and not men's either. He's literally talking about men, as in women and men, but the whole context about that just got. Oh, I've been going to bingo place recently. Like, I was so young when I heard that. I was young enough to understand what the hell he was talking about. But that has been scarred in my mind as the worst thing to even say, even if it was a mistake. I'm not joking, just realized a second after what he said, like, oh no. Oh, like, many people just had big laughs at that point. For the next 6 months, our capital will be showcasing these things, and the whole world will be watching. Yeah, it's a bit of a jike, but as long as people are not offended, then, like, why not have a good laugh? But I think he got absolutely red because, yeah, the context of that was not the best at all.
Oh, do you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to look down on London from one of those lovely balloons.
Look down on? Do you mean those things? Fly! Are you a witch or something? We humans ain't gonna fly. Wait, hold on. What I'm talking about on a bingo show was that the head person was talking to an elderly lady that apparently had won or something, and it ended up with him, you should not ask a woman about her age, and then he continued with, you should not ask about men's either. And technically he was talking about men's age and not the other thing. So yes, after a second he just realized that that was a mistake.
Yes, of course. They fly high in the sky and don't even need wings to do it. All you need is hot air.
Sholmes, do you have enough about that? You could be our engine. But how? How does the hot air have anything to do with flying? It makes no sense. Are you a witch? I can't understand it at all. Yeah, to be honest, that's kind of amazing. Like, as I said, no one got offended or anything. It was just absolutely hilarious.
That's true. A lot of new scientific discoveries. Most people can't understand them at first. In 100 years' time, all of these things will just be common knowledge.
I suppose there might be. Yes, exactly, because she just said the balloons only need hot air, and I had to come up with something.
Mind you, some of the science being demonstrated seems very questionable. Something went wrong on the open experimentation stage yesterday, apparently. It was a huge explosion. Still, I wish I'd seen it, though. I'd love to see how bad some of these experiments really are.
Holy shit, says the innocent 10-year-old girl. I want to see blood and gore. Good God. Oh my god. See here. Every page of this paper carries some article or other about the great exhibition. But the brighter things shine, the darker the shadow that are cast behind. True. Personally, I find myself drawn to the darkness, to the impenetrable. That is my proper atmosphere. 1915! I know that sometimes that has a bit of a delay, so hopefully it works. I don't know why it sometimes doesn't want to. 15! There we go. Why does it work on the second one? Yeah, so those are two different quotes from two different games, and by mistake, we managed to just randomly get 15 after doing a quote 19. Which, if you see, the context is kinda clear. Also, that's some deep thought. You're drawn to the shadows. Well, shadows cast behind. Is that a metaphorical way of referring to the back page of the paper? Your gloomy mood? Are you investigating a particular tricky case at the moment, Mr. Sholmes? We could say that, I suppose. Nothing more to add? That's not like you. And also, welcome, humble viewer, to the stream I'm holding. Here in our little kingdom in the corner of Twitch. Do take yourself some snack and something to drink, and I do hope you enjoy the show. I haven't really gotten full on when I ever gonna say that, so sometimes just get stuck and like, shit, how did it go again? Damn, stopping reading... it's always worth it. We will not discuss it here. You never know who might be listening. Me? 10-year-old Iris? You. I don't think microphone has yet to fully be invented. At least not the kind of bug-like one. What do you mean, Iris?
Well, usually, the more mysterious and complicated a case is, the better Hurley's mood.
Oh, so it's a very bad case.
Is it really a case that's bothering you?
Iris, please, you mustn't exercise your astute power of observation and a deduction on me without invitation. Remember what I always say. Put yourself in the shoes of the individual about whom you're making deductions. You say that, do you? You, Mr. Sholmes? Never mind. Once I had a cup of tea, I must take my way at once to the crime scene. That was a deep sigh. Something tells me you don't like that. Where is it? I guess I'm gonna present something because there's nothing else I can do. Oh, wait. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. That explains things. Mr. Sholmes, about this. Yeah, apparently not. Okay. So the question is, that did not have anything to. I'm gonna try this as well. Pen pals. What was that for sort of shower thought? What the heck? Yeah? What? How? What the hell? Yeah, music is difficult. If you want to actually try music out and stuff like that, I would recommend Setsuko and Magical Bard, which are two teammates in the Moonlit Yakuza. Magical Bard does fantasy-style music and plays around with that. I have seen him do that on stream now and then. I don't know how often he does that, but he does. And Setsuko does indie music. She even have done 2 different special songs for streamers, which absolutely sounds good. Like, they sound so good, and they are so good for the person that actually receives them. Every time I look at that machine, I can't help thinking what monstrosity it is. What is it called again?
The Great Analytic Scope. It can analyze absolutely anything, you know?
It does seem incredible. Yeah, sure. And at the same time, incredibly useless.
Ah, and it looks impressive, doesn't it? So it makes it very useful.
Yeah, well, apparently we have a statue where my parents live, which people believe is impressive because else you wouldn't be standing outside as a nice thing. It's a big ass bent spoon. That's all. How does that make it useful?
Because it means you can pawn it for a lot of money. The pawnbroker always makes idle remarks like, "What an incredible looking machine." Huh. So Hurley often takes it to pawn shops when he's a little short.
Like this thing pulls its weight around here more than I realized. But having its weight pull around must be bullshit. Why is your pipe there? I was gonna check the screen there because I have my chat in the way, so it's like... is there anything about this? Ah yes, Mrs. Sholm's faithful musical companion. Wasn't this violin made by somebody famous?
Yes, it's stated obvious. I'm afraid you had to save up for 100 years before you could afford one, Runa.
If I were to save up for 100 years, I wouldn't choose to buy a violin personally. I got my violin as a Christmas gift. I have to really start playing that. I'm very bad at it. I have to learn more, especially the notes and stuff. I know like the note thing is supposed to be face. That's what I've heard a lot. Like whenever you see the note sheet, it's like face. And that's the same thing with the strings. Or I don't know if it has to do something with the sheet. I know it has something to do with the strings at least. I really have no idea. I'll have to do it so I can find out. Okay. We have a globe. We have a lever. Hopefully Kronk is not here because that lever is going to be wrong then. I don't know. I think so. Like, that's the only thing I kind of know about music, and that's the whole phase thing. I don't fully understand how it works, but that's the only thing I kind of know of from hearing from stream and from learning violin a bit. Sorry, I got something stuck in my throat there. Okay, first test of a matter transport device. Every article on the first page is news about the great exhibition. Public experiments do demonstrate brand new scientific ideas, cultural exhibits from around the globe. It's also positive and hopeful about the coming century. We must all go see it properly before too long. Oh, that's why he's so... That's why he's so down. It's because the Reaper was attacked. No, the Reaper attacked. Wait, what? Oh, Lord Van Zeeks and a compatriot cornered. So for some reason, some person did something. So many glowing reports about the great exhibition. Everything is... and what's going on there. Other than this rather gloomy looking one, that is. Wait. What? My little brother can kind of make a best using garage band on Android, so he can solve the Rubik's Cube. Can kind of make a best using GarageBand on Android. He can solve the Rubik's Cube, make his own couple noodles, like to learn about space because of people like Vsauce and Gesagt, Jesus. And now some Spanish and Russian letters. And what is it? What it means? He's 11 years old and he can't even understand math. Well, some people figure stuff out. That's the only thing I can say. I cannot say anything about that, but holy crap. The Reaper attacked. That's Lord Van Zeeks. This may be what Mrs. Sholmes was talking about. Does he know any more than I wonder? Let's talk about that. Okay, so the Reaper attacked. What about that? It says in the paper that Lord Van Zeeks was attacked. That's horrible. You know the legend of the Reaper of the Baileys, of course, don't you?
Only too well, in fact. Yes, Prosecutor Baroque Van Zeeks. Wait, is the color a B for Baroque? It might not be. Often it is not for the first name, but for the last name. You say that if the Reaper is the prosecutor in the case, there is no salvation for whoever is in the dock. Even when the defendant is found not guilty. Once the Reaper has someone in his sight, one way or another, that person's time left on this earth will be short. Might not be best at math, but I'm still trying my best to do programming, which is a lot of math. London's finest rooks always find a way around the law. They'll stop at nothing to secure an acquittal at a trial. Falsifying evidence, paying sham witnesses, threatening jurors, bribing judges. But even such devoid tactics as these cannot save them from the hand of the Reaper. As you've experienced yourself, haven't you, Miss Naruto? Neither can I, technically. I know some stuff, but that's like just a word or two. So don't worry about that, you are not alone. And speaking of like rolling intelligence and stuff, I have to get myself the core books of D&D. Why? I need those for the Ruin of Symbarium. I think I discussed that once, but the RPG that I paid for the Kickstarter is coming out around Mars, because it takes some time for the warehouses and stuff. And I realized why I couldn't do anything with those books fully. Because you need the information of how the game works using the 5th edition D&D rulebooks. But at least I joined the Japanese club in my school. Yeah, well, that's something at least. We never had clubs in Sweden. We sometimes commented that that might be a good idea to let people join in and stuff and just like socializing, but for us it's like school, home, or to a friend. It's all. Yes, I've seen the Reaper retribution at work. It's me apparently. I don't know anything about a wooden stick in school terms. No. I don't think we had anything badly going on, at least. Not even a club. We did have a big ass cross though in the Spanish class. I don't know why. I believe some student actually gave it to the teacher, but there was a big ass cross in the back corner of the classroom. Not even joking about that. I don't even know why. There's a big cross a student gave for a teacher. If a leader amongst their fraternity is seen to have been taken by the Reaper, retaliation like this does occur. Really, the capital has never an ending supply of such scoundrels. So, do you mean... Yeah, they sure should not cross the line. Lord Van Zeeks has been attacked like this before. This is the first time. He's quite an accomplished combatant, you know. It doesn't take these attacks lying down. Although, it seems that this assailant were armed with gun this time. Oh my goodness, is he alright then? Is Lord Van Zeeks hurt? My dear fella, how on earth would I know? Oh my god! Fucking cliffhanger. Is he dead or alive? We will see tomorrow. I see. Well, shall we have to be patient then? Nope. No. I can't wait until tomorrow. In that case, you shall have to inquire with somebody in the known. Or I'll hurt this game. Lord Strongheart, perhaps? So I'm gonna go to Long Stronghold for 2 goddamn reasons. Whoa, you were fast changed. Well, I must be leaving now.
Exactly. Absolutely exactly. Oh my god. I haven't really seen Dragon Balls at all, but I have heard that context so many times. Oh, goodness sake. You really are a shameless liar sometimes, my dear fella. What? You seek to put me off guard and follow me, don't you? Well, you wouldn't be wasting your time. The thought hadn't crossed my mind. But now I'm wondering where you're going. Well then, see you later indeed. And he's gone. Oof. Listen to him, he's still laughing on his way out of the door. What is that hat? That's kind of scary hat. Welcome to Disney Channel. Okay. Sorry, that hat caught me off guard. Alright then, Bruno, let's get going. Oh, Iris, what are you wearing? I got to change to the Great Exhibition. You're going to take me. Well, but I was just about to go to the Supreme Court. Oh, well, that sounds fun too. You're going to take me there then. Yeah, exactly. Just like, welcome to Disney Channel.
Of course. And after the Supreme Court, I will go to the Great Exhibition.
Technically, we probably are able to go and see Lord Van Zeeks if we're capable to. We can go up to my little place and we can go to the Chief Justice. Are they just flying there because they're in panic or something? Like they cannot get out? Or is that like, do they have like a feeding thing back there? Shrieks? That's the only thing I could get out of Zeeks. Van Zeeks. I would say Van Shrieks. Damn you! Curse you! Yeah, for some reason, I literally just tried to get something like what would happen if you got scared. The first thought was shitting yourself, but that would not be rhyming with Zeeks. So I just tried any sort of word, and for somehow shrieks just came up to my mind. It's been 6 months since I was last here. But some things never change. Like the sense of foreboding I always seem to feel in this place. What are... Iris, what are you doing? It doesn't seem to be bothering Iris at all, though. She's happily reading over there. Okay, where is Lord Strongheart?
Oh, I love this place. I always find so many interesting books here.
It was literally like shitting yourself. And I was like, no, that doesn't really make any sense. Yeah, a bit. Channeling her inner Herlock. The time we came here 6 months ago. And Susato was given the news that she was to return to Japan. It's very strange to say Japan for me, because Japan is how you say it in Barun van shit. Barun van shit yourself. Technically just shit. I just thought, what would you do if you got scared and stuff like that? Fuck, where was I? Fuck, you got my thought on my head. I forgot what I was about to say. Shit! I'm not joking, I lost train of thought. What was I about to say there? Oh, right, now I remember the Japan thing. Yes, the Japan flag is just a pie chart of how Japanese Japan is. Fair. I don't know how true that is, but fair. It is fair. But yeah, the way, like, when I say Japan in English, that's just Japan. That's like how you pronounce it. But I kind of just want to pronounce it Japan. Because that's how you pronounce it in Swedish, just Japan. Japan, Japan. You hear, like, the difference. Oh, good God. the problem is like I have seen on a meme thing. Yeah, no problem, Turtle Girl. It's nice to have you here. Do have a good evening, and hopefully I'll see you on Thursday with some Lara Croft. But yeah, it kind of remind me when I watched someone watch a meme video where it literally was like, the heat in Japan. You just see 45 degrees, 50 degrees, 45 degrees, 30 degrees, 4,000 degrees, 30 degrees. And it literally just hit me like, oh shit. So yes, I do understand exactly about that. Like, oh my god.
Let's see. It says you arrived and request an audience. It's been 4 hours, 32 minutes, and...
Sweden. So it is in Japanese. Okay, no problem. But yeah, bye. Bye.
20 seconds. I keep you waiting a while. My apologies.
Oh, no, not at all. It's nothing more like than standing around staring to space. I like nothing more. I like just staring out of space, thinking about all the things there.
Good to know.
I don't remember his voice really. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, the problem with this guy, I get the Von Karma feeling. You know, he's a prosecutor, he was well renowned, and apparently it just seemed that, then apparently he was just a bad apple who went into prison. I also seen a video where it was like Japan in 1945, and the outside got bright with the lyrics in the background saying, "Here comes the sun." Well, it is the country of the rising sun, so it wouldn't surprise me. But we thought of 1945 and the past and stuff. I don't remember it really when it was, but I'm just guessing. Then it's just, yeah, I guess not. It's clearly the man who allowed me to start practicing as a defense lawyer when I arrived in Britain as a student. Needed only to savor the air for a moment in this grand office to understand his preeminent status. Yeah, now we have anime.
As you will be aware, the Great Exhibition of London is now on the way at last. We are extremely busy as a result, policing the grounds, guarding the new technologies, dealing with apathic crime. And furthermore, as of next month, we shall open the International Forensic Science Symposium.
Oh, I've not heard about that.
Investigating authorities from 40 countries around the globe will be taking part, including from your own lab.
He reminds me more of that guy with the Cyclops glasses. That was like the teacher of Mia. Cyclops glasses with the teacher of Mia. I don't remember someone with Cyclops glasses teach Mia. I don't remember that, unfortunately. I don't remember that. I forgot about that guy. Teacher. Who taught Mia. No, wait! Cyclops, yes, now I remember. Now I remember the coffee drinking person. I'm pretty certain, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that, I believe it might have been. The dad. I don't remember his name though.
Forensic science is the future. The world must embrace it. As we are hosting nation, I have much to do.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about right now. Oh, yeah, Godot. I was about to say, didn't he have a name like a Final Fantasy character or something? And yes, it was Godot.
And it is my highest priority. If others must wait for my attention as a result, so be it.
Well, it's nice to know where I stand.
So, do you want me to smack your ass?
Fuck, I couldn't resist. I'm so tired. I couldn't resist when it did that. That was too perfect.
So, you wish to consult with me? Of course, I can very well imagine what it is about.
Well, thank you for agreeing with this meeting, my lord. I want to be allowed to start working as a defense lawyer again in court. That's what brought me here today. But actually, there's something else playing on my mind as it happens.
Bruno, just take a deep breath and come out with it.
Actually, I came here today to ask you for your permission.
Go on.
6 months ago, my right to work in court as a lawyer was revoked and I was told to spend my time studying. Obviously, I'm very sorry for what happened, but the thing is, it made me understand what it really means to defend somebody under the rules of a foreign country system, a foreign juristic system. And I desperately want to have another go. Please permit me to enter courtroom again.
Mr. Narahul, I'm sure you haven't forgotten your position here, have you? At the best, you are a substitute for your compatriot. This was never your intended role.
Well, that's true. The Japanese government actually sent me here, sent my best friend on this study tour, not me. If that trial accident hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here in this office now. Mr. Asagi was my best friend, you see. That is why I can't leave it unfinished. I have to fulfill his calling for him.
This calling, you say, has it never occurred to you that perhaps you know nothing of his true calling?
I actually don't. He never told me. He said he would, but he never told me.
The mission with which that young lawyer student was charged. What do you suppose it really was?
What do you mean? Mission? It's not making any sense.
Never mind. I read all the reports you submitted over the past 6 months. It's clear to me that you regret your actions, and you have been studiously obeying your revised instructions.
Do you mean...
As of this moment, I reinstate your license to practice law here in Great Britain.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And speaking of thank you, I'm just gonna check the time here.
That's wonderful news, Bruno.
Yeah, no problem at all. Wait, did you just clip me asking about if he wants to if I want my ass smacked? That's the only thing I believe that can be clipped. Speaking of clips, I really have to go through my clips, because though there are some good ones, for example, me just saying that thing, and yes, that is like something I cannot fully be out of context, because it's you can literally see the cane. But there are some where I just sit around silently. Like, for example, Shivers. I have a clip where I play Shivers and just sitting there. Yeah? Perhaps. That's like nothing. So I'm pretty certain I have to just do that. Also, it's very difficult sometimes, because I have 2 clips that go together to one. Like, one clip with one reaction, and the other clip with the same reaction, but continuously. So I really have to, like, fix that, because holy crap. I have so many clips, and many of them is just literally just... Oh my god. Oh, gee. Well, that's a title, okay. Because the funny part is that many of the people that use the shoutout command has this, like, Twitch Yoda, something like that. I don't know what it's called. Where it literally shows up clips from people's streams. And just having that there, like, do you want me to smack your ass? Oh, fucking hell, that would be yes. I would love seeing that sometimes. The one I remember that actually makes sense is the one where I just literally, wake up, you son of a bitch. From, you know, the Astral Chain one. But yes, I really have to, like, just make sure to just take away many of them. Not many, but, like, many of those that doesn't make sense. Also, it's very good if you actually do make a title, because it makes it easier for me to understand, does this make any sense? Are you aware that there was a serious accident at the Great Exhibition yesterday? No.
Yes, I read about it. A professor from Germany tried to carry out a crazy experiment.
It's kind of interesting how actually Germans around World War II actually did occult stuff. I thought it was literally just like something people just made up for the funs of it. But hell no, they actually tried shit like that. Well, most of my ones are titles, so that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Let me see, how was it described? Super high voltage instantaneous kinesis, I think.
Instantaneous kinesis? As in moving things with a click of a finger?
That's right, it's just what my herbal blend need. A dash of devil may care.
Or a devil may cry, that would also be a good one. Kinky! Hold on, I am gonna check this clip out because I fucking have to. I have to see like how it looks. I couldn't resist, I'm so tired, I couldn't resist when I did that. Oh, it's fucking brilliant though. Literally just see the cane rolling around. It's literally is like, I have to say something. It just came up to my mind like, oh my god, I just have to. It is an unfortunate business. A large explosion engulfed the public experimentation stage and a man lost his life. A certain Mr. Oddi Asman. Oddi Asman. And yes, I know what that last name sounds like. Yeah, that would be a worse title. I would, if I could, I would probably change that title. I would say as long as it makes sense. I can say Kinky is enough of a title. I can say there are some lengths to some stuff. An investor and a well-known figure in society. A large explosion.
A man died.
The man responsible for experiment was Professor Albert Harebrain, huh? Kinky is better, me 2020. I'm trying to figure out if there's some sort of pun there. He was detained immediately after the incident and is due to appear in court tomorrow on the charge of murder. Well, what murder? If you take on his defense, you should hurry to meet with him at the prison. There is very little time left. What was that clicking? Was that my headphones? There is a very little time left for you to carry out any kind of investigation. Or it could be my jaw, because sometimes I actually bite together whenever I sleep. And murder? I fell out of my death before I even started, still.
We should go to the prison straight away then, and try to meet with this German professor, don't you think?
Definitely. Yes, one more thing about the case. There's a connection between our mutual acquaintances, the Reaper. Oh, with one of our Sikhs. How? Forensic symptom.
All sorts of conferences have been taking place around the world to coincide with a great exhibition. And next month, the largest, most important of them will take place at last. The International Scientific System Symposium. It does seem as though criminal investigation needs to embrace scientific methods, doesn't it? Exactly. Bird poop. London, the global epicenter of culture, science and wealth, now has a population extending 6 million. Sadly, crime in the capital is growing at a similarly startling rate. So it is imperative that we use the latest scientific methods to investigate and resolve cases as efficiently as possible. Which is what's known as forensic science, isn't it? And also, welcome, humble viewer, to the stream I'm holding here in our little kingdom in the corner of Twitch. Do take yourself a little of a snack and something to drink, and I do hope you enjoy the show. Exactly. The future is policing.
Why do you always get like that?
Regrettably, however, Britain is currently dragging its feet when it comes to the adaptation of forensic methods.
Oh, there, that's alarming.
Exactly. It's extremely alarming.
Ah, there she goes again. It's each time he does that.
If I were Her Majesty's Attorney General, you can be sure that the number of crimes committed and resolved in London will be different to the current figures. And I can cite 12 solid arguments and 223 individual reasons to support my claim.
Sorry?
By the way of apologizing for keeping you waiting early, I shall detail everyone now.
What?
Oh, how fascinating.
It all began 15 years ago. I was just a little boy. I was just a little timid boy, scuttling around in the forest fields.
I think I passed out.
Lord Strongard used confusion. It was super effective. And that more or less sums up my feelings on the matter. In the simplest term, of course. Essentially, to formally establish a forensics investigation division within Scotland Yard. That is my mission.
Oh, right. Yes, that's wonderful.
Exactly. Wonderful is precisely what it will be.
Iris isn't paying attention at all. She's got her nose in another book now. I'm happy for her.
Oh, is it over? Did you learn anything useful?
I actually drifted off for the most part. He's surprisingly ardent about forensic science. Okay, wait, hold on. What is the time? Ah, we still have time. Just making sure. Let's go to the prison then. Also, what does it do to do with the Reaper? Also, I don't know if I'm capable of doing a German accent without probably just being racist or something. The warden cell said cell 11. That's this one. I don't even think if I can do a German accent. Even a false one. If you don't have any sense of smell, then does that mean you can still be nosy in other people's business? Pretty certain, because I believe that the nose is probably never used in that situation. Yes, what's his name again? Professor Albert Harebrain? Harebrain? I want to say hairbrain, because it kind of looks like his hair is a brain.
who are you? I don't really know what sort of voice to give him.
A lawyer.
Was there something I said?
A lawyer, you say?
Would you be here about the experiment? Are you going to defend my hypothesis? Your hypothesis? Sorry, I don't... Yes, it is demonstration. The demonstration was... the magnificent demonstration was... it was an out-and-out success. But anyone's... by anyone's calculation. What? But despite... I thought first you sucked your thumb, but no, you're biting your nail. But despite that, no one listens to him. No lawyer believes in the science when it's explained that I leave at high velocity. And apparently I just made his voice, which is kinda annoying. Also, I don't know when I'm gonna do that. I don't really remember his voice because I do know we heard his voice in the beginning. I kind of forgot about that. You mentioned demonstration yesterday.
The papers called it a spectacular failure. After all, a man died in an explosion, didn't he?
Ah! Yes, you could interpret the result that way if you really want to. Well, I suppose in the strictest sense, the experiment was a failure, but at the same time was a great success. You lost me. I saw with my own eyes, right there in front of me, as Mr. Assman was spontaneously disassembled. Yes, it's called burned to ash. Until then, everything was going exactly as my calculations had predicted. At that point, he should have been beamed to the Crystal Tower by instantaneous kinesis. However, the machine exploded and Mr. Assman in fact perished. Yes, I can't deny that part of the experiment was a failure. So what you're really saying is the large explosion that killed Mr. Assman was an accident, correct?
But the bigwigs had you arrested on suspicion of murder.
I was responsible for Mount's death. That is the immutable truth here. And for that, I wish to be punished at once. Nice. Murder? Never in a million years. If it was an accident, simply an accident. I don't know how to do a German accent, so it's just gonna be this voice for now.
Earlier I was talking this morning, you know. He said the situation would change completely depending on whether it was treated as an accident or murder.
How exactly?
Well, if it really was an accident, the professor's machine would have be kept in protective custody.
On what grounds?
Ah, yes, the newly established here in Britain, a special dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act.
That won't pass me by.
But if the case is treated as murder, then they'll say my machine is a murder weapon. And they'll be able to pour over it as much as they like. And if they examine it in detail, they find out how it's made, and then they'll be able to copy my idea. My precious hypothesis. This is stolen.
The machine must be protected. The machine must be protected at all costs. Otherwise, imperative that this whole incident is shown to have been an accident in tomorrow's trial. I see now. So, instantaneous kinesis. I hope you don't create any red strings though. So in short, there was a terrible accident at the Great Exhibition showground yesterday. Yes, or rather no, the devil is in the details. Strictly speaking, there was a terrible explosion. Sounds as to me.
You were demonstrating super high voltage instantaneous kinesis, weren't you? How fascinating.
The humans, like all matter, are made up of particles that are held together by electrical bonds. So it must be possible using sufficient high voltage to break those bonds
I mean, they build the portal through space. That is it in a nutshell. That is my idea, you see? That is an amazing, my amazing hypothesis. I feel I'm gonna perhaps just end my stream here soon, because I am, for some reason, getting bloody hungry. Like, I'm not joking. I have eaten lunch today. I actually just took, like, a bit of a brunch lunch. I fried egg, some sausage, and meatballs. I don't know why my stomach is, like, fucking messing with me right now. At the same time, these 2 days have been a bit weird for me, so it might just be that. Because for some reason, my stomach just reacts to that. Also, it is, like, just 5 minutes, so I might just end it here.